Hello traders, this is Day Trader Matt with businesswithtrading.com doing a Sunday market analysis on the S&P futures market. This week is definitely starting out pretty interesting. Last week we talked about the 1994 level being the last line of support. This is pretty much, we opened up around here last week. The market did come down, it bounced right off that 1994 level, and then when it broke it, it just continued lower. And we were watching that 1975 area, and it actually did break through that. Very, very interesting that that actually happened. Now I'm watching a lower level. I'm watching 1971 to 1966 quarters, and that's what I'm watching for support. If we break through 1966 quarters, then we're probably coming down here minimum 1942.75, I'm going to say. So if we break 66 quarters, 1942.75 should be the initial level, and the market can go a little bit lower than that. I'm kind of thinking it supports, but we can think what we think. The market's going to do what it does, and that's why I always show the different scenarios. Just because I want to keep everybody in the same loop. I don't want to have one bias. I usually try to have a little bit of a bias, but not so much that it actually hinders my trading. So I'm like, oh no, the market broke down, what do I do? Well, now I know exactly what to do, because if it breaks, I'm looking for this level. If it supports, this is our first resistance. 1994 to 2001, we'll call it. So 1994 to 2001 is what we're looking for. That's going to be our first line of resistance. If the market can get above that, which it can do a couple different things. It can go above it a little bit, come pull back, and then go higher, or it can hit it, pull back, and then go higher. Ideally, I would like to see it go up and then back, or just up and straight up. Most likely it'll either pull back here or pull back from up here. Most likely it won't go straight up into this area. This area we've had on the chart for a little while now, 2022 to 2039. So that's the level we're looking at. If this thing does go higher, that's what we're looking at. This is our support, first line of resistance, and then our target. Of course, if it breaks this, we're looking for this level initially. And then, of course, the market can go a little bit lower from there. 1900 would be the big area. If it breaks that, it can get very weak. I don't foresee that happening. That's not in my thought process. I'm thinking we support. But like I said, market's going to do what it wants to do regardless of what we think. It doesn't really matter. Unless, one of us is sitting on a couple $100 million that they can actually move the market. You probably need a whole lot more money than that to actually move the market. But unless we're sitting on that type of cash, it's not, the market's not going to do what we think. So anyway, that's what I'm looking at. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. You can always leave comments below. Keep the great comments coming. A lot of people email me comments, and I love it. So keep them coming. Support at businesswithtrading.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your weekend and a great week trading. I'll see you back here in the markets. Thank you.